Hi there, Sue Grant. I am going to share some DSP that comes free when you spend $60 with Stampin' Up. It's incredible DSP, it's beautiful, and I'm making 3 cards today showing you the versatility of it. So there is a polka dot, a vine, a stripe, and a flower. I love the flower, I think it's quite incredible. And each card's going to have a few tricks on its own too. So we're going to make this beautiful pink Mother's Day card, this Celebrate card, and a Happy Birthday card, which I'm going to actually tweak up a little bit the next time. This is actually the second time I'm videotaping it, but the first time it wouldn't load, so I had to do it again. So the first one we're going to do is the Celebrate card, because I am going to show you a cheat. We are going to take a piece of cardstock and put a simple piece of gold measuring 4 1/4, and this vine one 3 3/4 by 5 on a cardstock cut in half measuring 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So I don't want to waste this beautiful gold paper. So what I've done is I've taken the free Celebrate Sizzlet die that comes with, there's actually 4 in a kit, and if you spend $120 you get it free. And I've run it through the Big Shot because nobody's going to see the middle of this gold paper. And then we have our Celebrate. It's kind of a little trick. I hate wasting paper, especially when it's so pretty. So we're going to put some snail on the back of that. And center the gold. And then we're going to take this lovely vine, which you could color. And we're going to center that on the gold. And then we're just going to simply add a Celebrate. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that Celebrate. You could use glue dots. Stampin' Up! Also has a product that you can add to paper before you run it through the Big Shot, and then you peel the backing off and it's sticky. So there's several ways that you can add words to a card. So we're just going to center that in the bottom. And you have an easy card. We could throw a couple of jewels on it to make it more elegant, and that could be for a wedding, a birthday, anything you want to celebrate. So that's that, and my little cheat so we don't waste gold paper. So the next one we're going to do is this card here. So I have taken the beautiful flowered paper and I've cut out all those little flowers because I didn't want to waste them. And as you can see, each one of these cards has a different flower on it. And the next one we're going to make is going to have a different flower as well. So the trick I'm going to show you on this one is how to make a cheater bow. So Stampin' Up! Has 2 ribbons, a silver and a gold. And with this silver one, we are going to take a piece and we're going to line it up across the seam of these 2 pieces of cardstock that I've put together. The card size is just to fit inside. So whatever remnants you have left of this pretty paper, you're going to use, because if you look at this card to this card, the measurements aren't exact because I didn't want to waste any of the paper. So we're going to line the ribbon up and cut a piece off. A little bit of snail on the back. Oops. And I find sometimes when you use a cheater bow, you don't waste as much ribbon. It's a shame to have ribbon wrapped around the back of this card when you're not going to see it. So there's a piece on the front. And then we're just going to take a little piece and slide it underneath and tie a knot. And we have a bow. And nobody's the wiser that it's not wrapped around the back of the card. Only you. So we're going to adhere this one. To the card. I'm using snail. It's an easy stick right there. And then this is another word that comes with the free $120 purchase. You get 4 thinlet dies, and this one says amazing. So we're just going to put an amazing on there. A little bit of glue. You want to make sure you got the word right up. And you can obviously use this card for anything. And I almost forgot to add a flower. So these flowers, like I said, I hand cut out of that cardstock because they're incredible. And we're just going to throw a flower on there. Oh, my amazing slipped. Don't think I put enough glue on that. Okay. So there's 2 different versions of that card. Same idea, we just kind of rearranged the words and the flowers. And that's using a cheater bow. And the last but not least is my favorite. So with this one, I'm going to show you how we can take ribbon and color it with a marker so that it matches your card. So if you don't want to invest in multicolored ribbons, you can take your ribbon and make it the color you need it by just coloring it with the markers. So this is doing the gold ribbon, and you can actually do the white as well. The color holds beautifully, and it's using Stampin' Up's new Stampin' Blend markers, which I'm going to show you in a second how to use. So silver or gold, the color blends beautifully in, and you would think with the beige it might be a bit darker, but it's not. They both come through quite pink. So I'm going to show you the Stampin' Blends and how we made, or I made, these 2 cards. So they're Mother's Day cards. They're both a little different, only because I'm using the flowers from that paper. So, pink piece of cardstock, that beautiful polka dotted paper. So the polka dotted portion is 2.5 by 4.25. The white portion is 3 by 4.25, and this little gold piece is 1/2 inch by 4.25. And then we're going to line it up on the pink cardstock near the bottom. So let's do that first. Let's just throw a little bit of snail on there. Line that up near the bottom, because we're going to put a flower to cover up the top of this card. There we go. Now the gold, I just want to put a little bit of adhesive on it because we're going to tuck flowers underneath it. And we don't want it totally adhered because then we can't get the flowers underneath it. So if you can see, I've actually colored these, and I'm going to show you how to color one. So see that little piece of ribbon, or sorry, leaf? I'm going to tuck that underneath the gold, so you're not going to tell that it wasn't a full leaf, and it'll show up like and I'm not wasting any paper. I hate wasting beautiful cardstock. So here's a couple of leaves that I haven't colored yet, and I'm just going to show you how easy these markers are. So they have a fat end and a skinny end. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different colors. This one's Old Olive. And there's a light and a dark, so that you get that dimensional look. It adds depth to it, and you really can't screw up coloring. Everybody loves to color, old and young. And then we're just going to add the darker color. And because the gold lines on this designer series paper is so thick, you don't have to be perfect, because if you go outside the lines, the gold hides it. There. So we've got some flowers here, a bow. So we're going to take this gold strip, we're going to line it up in about the middle of the card. Keeping in mind we're adding this Mother's Day. Okay, so we want to tuck in the little green leaf there, add a little bit of snail, so a little green leaf under there. I'm going to add this big beautiful flower. How about we put that one here? That is just beautiful. We'll put this little one here. Yeah, we'll put that little one there. And I don't think there's any wrong way. People that receive cards don't look at them and go, oh, they made a mistake. They go, oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. Thank you so much for making the time and effort into making me a card. People are very grateful for handmade cards. So we're going to add the Mother's Day there. Going to just add a little bit. Under this guy here. He's not quite sticking. There we go. You don't want your card to fall apart. Alright, so we're going to put that flower there. I hope you can see the gold in that card and how beautiful it is. So those 3 cards were made out of literally one. I didn't even use a full sheet. I still have half a sheet left, and I've made 9 cards out of this one little piece of paper. So this designer series paper is free with a $60 purchase. You can't go wrong. It's just absolutely beautiful. And if you have any questions, please feel free to email me at susiehomemaker35@yahoo.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with Stampin' Up! I am a Canadian demonstrator, so you can find me on the Canadian website. And I really hope that you're enjoying the cards that I started doing online. I'm kind of new at this. Oh dear, I forgot to put the bow on. Let's throw this bow on quick. So this is the bow I showed you how to color. Let's just pop that on there. There. Even without the bow, the card was still quite nice. So bear with me if I make a few mistakes. I am new at this, and I do hope you're enjoying my card videos. And feel free to contact me. And good night. Have a great night.